Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new 100 overall Victor Wembanyama. This card might not be GOAT Wemby, but he's the closest thing to it. 100 stats across the board. I do think he is going to be an insanely glitchy card himself, even if he is not on the all-time insane level that GOAT Wemby is. And I did gameplay with GOAT Wemby earlier. Y'all can go check that out. But this Wemby himself is also going to be absolutely ridiculous. Massive shout out to my boy Dylan for letting me use his account to record this gameplay. This Wemby, while not quite as good as the GOAT card, is still an absolutely exceptional card with a lot to like about him, and I am very excited to do this gameplay. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe, and without further ado, Victor Wembanyama, 7'4", 99 offense, 99 defense, 99 stats, literally across the board, pretty much. There's a couple 97s, 98s, but who cares? And then badge-wise, yes, he does not have all 77 Hall of Fame badges. He only has 57 of them. But when you look at the ones that are on gold, are they really that important? The answer is no. He's not missing anything of significant importance on the gold badges, and I think as a whole, he is still one of the most complete and very best cards in the game. I think this card probably, in all honesty, is better than a 100 overall Yao Ming, and the reason that I say that is because he gives you more movement-wise than that type of card does. With the tray behind the back and the Kemba escape, they gave him really good sigs. Yes, his release could be a little bit better. I like Wemby's release, though. I think it's smooth and easy to green, and on very quick, I think it's very, very solid, and again, this card can very much play make at an insanely high level, is still an incredibly glitchy slasher, and I think he's basically what Yao is supposed to be, except even better. Like, he is, that's what this Wemby is. The other Wemby is like, I mean, GOAT Wemby is just one of the greatest cards in the history of my team, but that's not exactly what I'm talking about with Yao. How do I trigger the step back that people are, am I bugging, or is this like, that's the move right there. That step back fade, that Jokic step back fade thing is just like that. People love that move, that step back, and I don't really know how to, is it that? No, I don't really know exactly how people are triggering that move, but I don't know if this Wemby had it. The other Wemby does, that Jokic step back move, whatever the case may be. He does have Pro 2 fade, which is probably the best fade in the game, and is just incredibly glitchy. And again, he's 99 speed. He's 99 speed, 7'4", dude. Like, it's hard to counter that type of card at the end of the day. I'm actually shooting a lot of slightly lates, which is a good sign for the speed of his release. What timing am I shooting? I'm on set point, and I'm shooting slightly lates. That's fascinating. He's got one of the faster Pro 2 fades in the game, which is a very good thing for a 7'4", dude. So again, loving what I'm seeing about this Wemby. I think he is going to be, while GOAT Wemby's the best big in the game, this might be the second best. So let's hop into a game, see what Wemby can do. All right, hopping into this game, I am excited to attack this Dark Matter KP. I know Dark Matter KP is a really good card, but I'm sorry, nobody really matches up with 100 overall Wembanyama, just like GOAT Wemby. He's not quite as OP, but he's still pretty much as OP. Look at that animation. He just got first possession, just drives the ball and acts like Bill Walton really isn't there on that finish and gets it to go. Not a bad start to the game by any means, I wouldn't say. Now, click on a contest, watch the slip, play this. I tried to get there with him, but that's fine. Good defense. I mean, this dude's got an all Dark Matter lineup, but it's not really an all Dark Matter lineup that's set up to counter a team that has 100 overall Wembanyama at the center spot. Now, we go pick and fade. I will say, as a shooter, he's not going to be significantly more than what he was on his first Dark Matter that came out months ago as a shooter, because I'm sorry, even as 100 overall, it just doesn't make that significant of a difference when you already have most of the shooting badges and stuff on Hoff and a 90-something 3-ball, which is what he had in his last card. But he's still an exceptional shooter is what that means, because his other card was a great popping big as well. The release would be the one complaint when it comes to the shooting ability, really. And that gives great defense as well. Again, just size underneath dissuades him from going up there and allows us to just get out and glitch. And that's what we're doing right now. Just glitching our way up the court and glitching our way to easy buckets. This 100 overall Wemby, again, might not be in GOAT Wemby, but he's still completely OP, and he is almost uncounterable, especially if you don't have some sort of Wemby of your own. I think a Dark Matter Dikembe could do a good job because he's got the speed and size to a certain extent, but in general, there just aren't very many cards in the game that are equipped well enough to guard a guy like 100 overall Wembanyama, and I mean, at the end of the day, dude, I am kind of enjoying using this card. As OP as he is, it's kind of fun to use this card because it's just stupid, you know what I mean? Like this... I understand why people spend their money on the game. You know what I mean? Like, you want to use these cards. It's fun to use them, and it's kind of fun to have the overpowered cards sometimes. I just, like, look at that. That's ridiculous. That shot shouldn't go in. That shot should not go in. That was a bad take. I thought I missed that. Legitimately, I thought I missed that. That was a bad take that should not have gone in, and is a shot that I legitimately thought I missed. And I did not, put simply. Bad defense by me there. I just think as a whole, dude, though, like... cards like this really, number one, are not necessary for this game, but number two, should be attainable for the community. And that is the problem with this year that has never been before, and why I have never had any issues with anything like this until this year. But now, a card like this WEMBANYAMA that is insanely overpowered and almost unstoppable is also gatekept by only being able to be attained pretty much by spending your money, because odds are no money spent, you're not getting this card. I'm not saying it's impossible. The guy who got GOAT Wemby this morning has a non-gambling squad when I did that gameplay. You know what I mean? Like, it's not impossible. But unless you just get extraordinarily lucky, you're not going to be getting these cards unless you're spending money. And that sucks at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And so, like, it's a real shame when they go keep a card as desirable and a player as desirable and a player as good as WEMBANYAMA, to where literally every single elite version of him in this game is kept behind spending money. That is absurd to me. And that is, again, I will continue to repeat it until the end of time, or until I stop making videos on this game, or until they fix it. But this is unacceptable. And for the people who get annoyed at me because I repeat myself, like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to all of a sudden just shut up and accept a gambling-centered, greedy, aggressive, just crappy company that runs this game. And it's like, I'm not going to stop talking about it. So for those of y'all who want me to, I don't really know what to tell you. And if it comes across as complaining, I'm sorry. It's true. It's frustrating, because a guy like this should be an incredibly fun day in my team. Because in the past, days like this are fun, because you're getting cards that you want, and you're getting glitchy, crazy, stupid cards, whatever. And some of them might be overpriced and might not be attainable for you personally in previous years. But at least you could go get cards you wanted, and there were ways to attain them all. There isn't that anymore, and that's a real shame. And so that, at the end of the day, is my main complaint. I don't think I actually need to commentate this game very much. I mean, y'all see what Wemby's doing. He's dominating on both ends of the court, as always, doing glitchy things. I'm not even playing all that great. He's one of the most impactful defensive cards in the game. He's one of the biggest cards in the game. He's one of the better shooting bigs in the game. He's definitely one of the better defensive bigs in the game, as well as, honestly, one of the better dribbling bigs in the game, one of the better everything, pretty much. Like, he is a better version of his Dark Matter that was one of the best bigs in the game, is basically what this 100 overall is. Better SIGs, better animations, kind of, mainly SIGs, but just, like, as a whole, I don't think a card like this is... he may not be as unbalanced as his GOAT card, but he's still damn unbalanced, I'm not going to lie. And that Pro 2 Fade is definitely the cherry on top, because that is just glitchy as heck. This is one of the most overpowered cards in all of my team, and I think outside of GOAT Wemby, this might be the next best card in my team right now. It's between him, Glenn Rice, Tim Duncan, and yeah, pretty much when it comes to the best cards in the game, I would say. And I mean, even with the way his releases, he's still unbelievably great. And this was a domination. Unsurprisingly, this dude's team was not really equipped to effectively counter a 100 overall Wemby-led squad with a bunch of other gambling cards. And we have just decimated. Oh my gosh, that was one of the glitchiest dunk animations I've ever seen in my life. This card isn't fair. This whole concept isn't fair. And this has ruined my team. And it's a real shame, because this should be the most fun part of my team, and instead it's ruined. And it's a real shame, because damn, I'd love to be excited about this, because this card is so glitchy and really so fun. And it would be cool to be able to be excited about this, because if everybody could use these cards and earn them in whichever ones they want to get, and whichever ones they want to earn, and whichever ones they want to buy directly, this would be great for the game. But unfortunately, it's not, and that's why my team's dead this year. 10 seconds left in this game, though. Absolute domination by Victor Wembanyama, unsurprisingly. 19 points, 1 rebound, very good efficiency. He's got sharpshooting takeover, defended his absolute butt off, and just does everything exceptionally well as a card. He is one of the best cards in the game, without a doubt. 8 of 10, 1 of 3 from 3. The three-point shooting could have been a little more efficient, but honestly, why stay to stand still 3 with him? Just use the Pro 2 Fade. It's so stupid. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.